2020 shined a light on two of our most vulnerable populations, the seniors and our youth. Among the most helpless time in our lives, those in their most senior years who are medically compromised, displaced from, or ignored by family were in the greatest need. And what about our children? Displaced from the social aspect of learning inside of a classroom, many of whom had been deprived of regular social interactions and the opportunity to express themselves emotionally. God Almighty Christian Community Service, also known as GACCS, answered the call and have created programs to address the behavioral health of both youth and senior citizens. GACCS's mission is to provide affordable, quality behavioral health services, educational material, and group mentoring events based on a biblical framework to foster a positive lifestyle change. With a generous donation of some faithful benefactors, we have been able to provide services to these two groups. Let me tell you more. GACCS's Senior Love Outreach and Cruising with Compassion for Christ provides outreach to our older population. Before COVID-19, outreach to nursing homes had taken place on-site by Cruising with Compassion for Christ, providing encouragement through song, prayer, gifts, and publications such as GACCS calendars and magazines that gave hope to residents. Senior Love Outreach also provided outreach via telephone and mailings by senior outreach staff to individuals in private homes. Since the onset of the pandemic, Cruising with Compassion for Christ developed YouTube outreach segments to reach residents with the assistance of activity directors and staff. Magazines and gifts are packaged and delivered to the nursing homes for distribution. In 2020, over 20 nursing facilities received over 600 mailings of letters, magazines, and inspirational gifts that resulted in testimonials and social proof of the impact that population, as their stories are shared in future editions of the magazines. Meet Mildred Ciesla, 81 years young. She was gifted with a GACCS calendar of hope and was so touched and inspired that she wanted to share her story of how she had overcome some of the most difficult times in her life and how her love for Jesus kept her through divorce, raising her children, and the tragic loss of losing two of her sons. She wanted others to know that even through life's most difficult times, she was able to persevere through it all with the help and love of Jesus. It's these kinds of stories that inspires us to continue to give and pour into those who could use a bit more inspiration and hope. Another one of GACCS's youth mentoring programs is Men on a Mission. We have answered the call to meet the need and provide guidance of young males in Metro Detroit regional community. It has been long-standing, with few established males willing to commit time and energy, but GACCS has been committed to positively impacting the lives of young boys by providing a foundation through healthy social skill building and learning strategic living for success in daily life. Men on a Mission was established in 2015 by men who came together to address concerns they witnessed as boys and young men struggled to find positive, influential males. This group mentoring program has been connecting with boys as young as 5 up to the age of 17 and has continued amid the pandemic, recently returning to live sessions July 2021. To continue to work effectively, GACCS is seeking your most generous monetary gifts to continue our efforts to provide educational exposure, local events and trips, workshop materials, sports gear, and youth incentives, as well as help fund the various publications, mailing and postage costs, gifts, and other incentives that reach over 1,500 individuals. GACCS's mission is to provide affordable, quality behavioral health services, educational material, and group mentoring events based on a biblical framework to foster a positive lifestyle change.